Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the program. Hey, it's Tuesday morning. Let's go. We got Kingston 2000 was first. He said, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all. Here's your happiness, brother. Let's go. All right, yes. I said yes. Thank you. Coffee. Knock, knock, who's there? All right. I got to put this in context because I tried to be, there's a movie called Kung Pao, Legend of the Fist. And basically they took like this old Kung Fu movie, but they took all the dialogue out and replaced it with, I guess it was Bob Odenkirk and a couple other guys, doing these voiceovers to turn it into a comedy movie. And one of the scenes, this guy's like, knock, knock, who's there? Your ass that's about to be kicked. And in the context of the movie, it's funny, but just hearing that, I don't know. Knock, knock, who's there? Frauditor. Frauditor who? I don't answer questions. Highway Stars number 3, yes sirree. Highway Star, David E. Persons, News Now Enemy, what's up? When you starting Taser Tuesday, as soon as you want a tasing, it'll be amazing. Let's go. Highway Star, News Now Enemy. Dag nabbit. This cold's been killing me. Tiny, what's up? David E. Persons, Tiny, Chef M80, what's up? Nicody, what's it? What's up? Brian Showman's in the house. What's up, Brian? Elwin Skador is here. No news, Nicody. That even works if it was News Now, Nicody, you know? Anyway, guys. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yes, it's Tuesday. And Tuesday's usually the day when we just hang out and chat. But depending on what's going on, I'll play some videos. Today, I'm thinking I'll probably play some videos. But I still got the last bits of this cold lingering. It's in my throat and in my sinuses right now. And, you know, it makes just yapping for an hour and a half every day kind of, you know, but I'll do my best. So, what's going on? So, yesterday, Frauditor Comedy Show went live again with Ray as her guest to discuss whether or not frauditing is actually having the opposite effect. Instead of, like, them getting laws and ordinances passed that are going to make people be more open to being filmed, that because these guys are doing what they're doing, they're actually passing more ordinances to limit filming. So these guys are actually slowly whittling away at our rights, not opening them up. Society Red, what's up? So that was the subject they were talking about last night, or yesterday afternoon. I was at work. I watched the rerun. But then I guess, and I talked to Ray afterwards, which was great. Great. It's been so long since, just sat down and talked to her. So that was beautiful, wonderful. But so anyway, apparently Direct D showed up in their chat. And like, when I went back in the replay, because, I'm trying to watch the live chat replay and listening to what they're saying and trying to keep up. But it looked like the argument for the ID thing, I almost, like, watching it in replay, I'm like, I wish I was there. Because I always say this, and it would have been the perfect time to slide this in. Which is, the argument in the chat was, the problem isn't the cop asking for ID, it's the cop forcing you to give it up. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm like, we don't have to discuss it. There is no discussion. Just go on YouTube on your own time, and in the search bar, type in, Lessinator, what's up? Type in ID refusal. Hit enter, and you will get thousands of ID refusal videos. There's no argument. Just look right there in front of your face. Thousands of examples of police asking people for ID. And if it's an ID refusal video, what that means is they never actually ended up showing the cop their ID. So where are all these videos of cops forcing people to give up their ID? And they'll say, you're looking at them. If the video ends without you showing your ID, then nobody forced you to do anything. Yeah, but the cop said, show me your ID. And he said, no. So where's the forcing you to show your ID? Well, he has a gun. Well, of course he does. He's a cop. So what does that have to do with the price of rice in Detroit? Well, their cops are mean, man. Well, you still didn't show your ID by the end of the video. So what the hell difference does it make if he's mean or not? What difference does it make if he's firm in his asking for ID? If you don't end up showing it in the end, he's not handcuffing you to a post and beating the crap out of you with a billy club and ripping the ID out of your pocket against your will. I don't... even if the cop asked nicely, it would be a tyrant. Yeah, I know. Just him saying the words ID at all are automatically he's a tyrant and he's trying to force you to ID against your will. No, it's all lies. Lies to sell, or not sell, but get people to click on view, clicks, and videos, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the videos. It's all about the money, 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 money. So you can argue that all you want, but it's all a bunch of BS bullshine. Shenanigans did a really good one on Craig. Yeah, well, I was thinking for today, between like the Craig thing and Victoria B, what's up? I've been following Eric Martin, so I really kind of wanted to show that, especially because the judge, like, this is one of the things that I've noticed in general with soft sits is that when there actually legitimately is a victim, the judges tend to seem to be a lot less. I mean, they still let you make all of your arguments for the record so that if there's an appeal, you can't accuse them of not letting you, giving you due process. But at the same time, they don't put up with it at all. And the way this judge handled Eric Martin the other day was brilliant. And because they're getting sick of his shenanigans. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Eric Martin is this sovereign citizen dude who just last week had a jury trial over him driving a moped that wasn't properly registered or licensed, whatever it was. He wasn't following the rules for operating a moped. So he demanded a jury trial for that. That was last week. Well, just the other day, he had a trial, or maybe it was I don't remember. I just watched it yesterday. They just covered it yesterday. Lexianne, what's up? Good morning. But that's another reason why I wanted to show it. But it was for him violating a protection order, like a no contact order. Like he had a domestic thing with his brother, and the court ordered that he stay away from the victim, and they live in the same house. So he's like, oh, well, I'm not going anywhere. And the judge is like, well, no, you have to. Like, anyway, it's a whole thing, but the judge just doesn't put up with any of his shenanigans. And I love it. It's good stuff. So I was thinking of starting the show with that video. Don't you know what's going on with this computer? Of course, the computer's like a horse. You jump on it, and then it runs, and everyone will have some fun. It's more like it. Damn crows. Oh, crap their arm. Dag nabbit. Anyway, let's see. We got so many different versions of the Eric Martin deal. I'm not even sure which one to show first. I think Law Talk with Mike did it. Sovereign Citizen Encounters did it. A lot of people did, because it's classic stuff. Classic stuff. Hey, Mr. Thomas, what's up? Good morning, Heads of the Rash family. Why did Beethoven get rid of his chickens? All they ever said was, bark, bark, bark. Yes. I was so proud of him. My older son once told me, he said, Dad, I finally figured it out. I'm like, what? He said, Bach started it. Mozart brought it to the next level. Beethoven perfected it. And I'm like, man, that's a cool way to look at it. Anyway, I got a sinus thing going on right now that I have to deal with. So I'm just going to go ahead and put one of these on. gotta do that. Here we go.
Welcome to Solving Citizen Legal Encounters. All right, today is going to be a wild one. But first, let me thank everyone who's been donating to buy me a coffee and the super thanks. Thank you so much. I just wanted to tell you publicly in case you didn't get the messages, okay? Because I'll respond to all of them. But anyway, this one with Eric Martin, I'm excited about this one. I'm serious. It's just get your snacks. Get something to drink because you're going to be laughing at this one. I'm not even going to give it away. Let's get in the video. You're going to have to find out for yourself, but I'm telling you, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. You understand? Let's go.
I reserve all my rights before I cross this bar.
Sure. Let the record reflect that you are a living man because dead men cannot speak. So, and I can hear you
It's fraudulent presumed anyways, though.
So, this is people of the state of Michigan versus Eric and Martin. Today's date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. Are there any issues that need to be brought or raised before the court?
Excuse me if I may at first. Mr. Martin indicated he did not want me as his attorney, so I'm asking for permission to withdraw.
I had, first off, Mr. Martin, I had previously appointed Mr. Gazicki as your house counsel. Mr. Gazicki has made a statement that you do not want, you have indicated to him that you do not wish for him to be your attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, and not just him, any attorney, because I will not be allowing attorney to turn me over to the court, the jurisdictional court, which is what they do. This is what I don't set them normally.
All right. So you want to represent yourself, what you're saying?
Not represent myself, but present myself.
Present yourself, represent yourself, same thing, sir. Again, we're not going to play semantics like you did the other day. Yep. So
based on
it's the same thing, sir. It's the same thing, literally the same thing. Look at a thesaurus, present, represent, sure. So the motion's granted. You can withdraw, sir, Mr. Gazicki, and Mr. Martin, you'll be presenting and or representing yourself in this matter.
Now, why is it that he doesn't want an attorney in this case, which is worse than the other case? This is a domestic violence case. I would have a standby counsel if it was me.
Because you have a constitutional right to do so, and you can. So, today's date and time set for pretrial. So, Ms. Stowe, you have not had the opportunity or chance to speak with Mr. Martin, who is improper. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so I'll allow the two of you. I will set this case over and I'll let you two discuss the matter in the hallway or in your office, and then I'll recall the case after you guys have had a chance to pretrial the matter.
Before we get into that, Judge,
Sure.
I do want to put on the record that my victim's advocate, Ms. Delisha, has been in contact with the complaining victim in this case at great length, and there is a no contact order. The victim is the brother of the defendant in this case, and he's notified us that he is still living in the same house. So the defendant and the victim are living in the same house, even though there's a no contact order. Further, the complaining witness has indicated to us that he's being threatened by the defendant in his own home. Once again, violating that no contact order. The complaining victim, to my knowledge, is in the hospital at this time. He's unable to zoom in, even though he wanted to be here.
In the check-in room right now.
He's been attempting to, but he is in the hospital, could not be here in person. He might have audio issues.
I think they're in the. I don't know what this thing is. I got Kurt Martin.
Yes.
In the check-in room. So if you want to zoom back in, or if you jump in back in on Zoom, Kurt Martin is in the check-in room right now.
Yes, the people just wanted to bring that to the court's attention, the multiple violations of the no contact order, the living in the house and the threatening and speaking to the complaining witness.
All right, so sir, are you still living in the same house with the victim?
I object to that question as violating my right against self-incrimination, so we'll not be answering that question based on that. And also I want to object to her what she just mentioned. First, I want to mention allegations that I'm there. That's not sufficient evidence that I actually am there. And number two,
I'll just have a bond hearing is what I'm saying.
Well,
and then everybody will be sworn in and all that kind of stuff. Because I've already given you bond conditions. Part of those bond conditions was that there should be no contact with the victim. If you're living in the same house with the victim, you need to go somewhere else.
Well, first of all, he ain't a true victim, so something I'm object to. First of all.
First off, listen, you're not gonna, I'm not even gonna entertain any of your, like, your stuff. This internet, Google, the internet type stuff that isn't even real or true. All right, I've already ruled on most of your motions. I'm gonna let you rule, I'm gonna let you bring your motions again, and I'm gonna make rulings on them. But what I'm saying is, you don't have a choice in the matter. I gave you bond conditions. They're alleging that you violated the bond conditions. So under the Constitution, I can't just say, oh, you're in violation. No, I need to have a bond violation hearing. And if you are in violation of my bond conditions, then I can hold you in contempt. If you're not, then you're not, and the case just goes forward. It's as simple as that. It's called due process. So what I'm saying is, when she says you object, when you say you object to the alleged violations that she's alleging, listen, you don't even get a chance to object to that. That's their job. That's their job to bring those. And if they're correct, they're correct. If they're not correct, you have the right to have a bond hearing. And at that bond hearing, if it gets proven by a preponderance of the evidence that it is true that you violated my bond conditions, then I will proceed accordingly. And if not, then the case will just go forward, and you'll still have all your constitutional rights. So what I'm saying is, your objection is overruled, because there is no objection that can be made to allegations, because that's all they are, is allegations.
So objection made based on the Constitution. There's no sufficient evidence that he lied. This whole case
Sure,
is
you're
based on him
testifying.
lying.
You're not going to testify. You're not going to testify. Listen, you're not going to testify. If you want to testify at your bond violation hearing, you can do so, or you have the right to remain silent. And anything you say can and will be used against you. So what I'm saying is, the only reason I'm cutting you off, because I don't want you to step on your own constitutional toes. Everything you're saying could be used against you. So I don't want you to say something that you didn't mean to say, and then all of a sudden, they get to use that against you, because that's your right to remain silent. You understand that, right? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, I'll take your silence. I'll take your silence as an affirmative.
No.
So, well, you didn't say that you didn't understand. So
No, I do not understand.
you don't understand.
Oh, here we go.
Anything you're saying. So, but anyways, this is discussion for emotions.
From an English standpoint, that you're not standing under anything. I didn't build a bridge. I didn't build
legally it's not all
I didn't put up an umbrella. I didn't put up a canopy. I didn't put up any kind of other item that you could stand under.
All right, I love this. I love this part. I'm going to rewind it and play that again, because I love this judge's response to the stand under thing. It's classic. This is probably going to be one of the all-time classic clips that people are going to use in the future. This is great. Let me go back to it and rewind it a little bit. This is awesome sauce. Let's see. Here we go.
I do not understand.
You don't understand.
Oh, here we go.
Anything you're saying. So, but anyways, this is discussion for emotions.
From an English standpoint, that you're not standing under anything. I didn't build a bridge. I didn't build
legally it's not all.
I didn't put up an umbrella. I didn't put up a canopy. I didn't put up any kind of other item that you could stand under, a ladder, you name it. So there's nothing that I've said that you can stand under. But what I am saying is, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you at trial. So that being said, I'll let you go into the hallway. You can meet with Ms. Stowe and have a pretrial in this matter, and then we'll deal with after Kurt talks with the victim advocate, and then you talk with the victim advocate. We'll decide when we're going to have the violation of the bond condition hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
So I'll remind you, this case is scheduled for a motions hearing, and
So the two of you can go out and have your pretrial.
My demand.
I just told you, go out and have a hallway, have a pretrial. If you don't want to talk to her, then don't talk to her. It's up to you. But what I'm saying is, right now.
Talk to her. Okay, I'll talk to her. I'm saying, but right now, I have these.
Sure, you're not controlling these proceedings. I said, right now is the time for you and Ms. Stowe to have a pretrial. If you're going to have a pretrial, we'll do that. I'll control when cases get called in front of my court. Thank you very much.
I'm literally crying over here. Judge Slavin is not playing with him. I don't care. Y'all can see me like this because it's funny. And you got to be cracking up at this. I'm serious. I just don't get it. Like, he's like, yeah, you're not under a bridge. Let's just go to the next part because I can't take it no more.
Dismiss the case for lack of jurisdiction is denied. 1, you live in Taylor. 2, you allegedly committed a crime in Taylor. 3, the complaint was filed here in Taylor and was sworn to here in Taylor. So under that Constitution, you availed yourself of the jurisdiction. You live in Taylor, you enjoy all the protections of the police department, the fire department, garbage services, you name it. You have more than adequate minimum contacts with the jurisdiction. And I find that your motion has no merit. It is denied.
I object to that. As my argument, Article 3, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, that's totally irrelevant to when a state's a party. This court doesn't have original jurisdiction, or the U.S. Supreme Court has original jurisdiction on Article 3, Section 2, and Article 3, Section 2 doesn't allow them as reasons to deny or to say that you have jurisdiction. They do not allow it.
Sure, Article 3, Section 2.
Denial.
Again, your motion is denied. Article 3, Section 2 of the United States Constitution deals with when one state sues another state. And that's like trash cases like New York versus New Jersey, things like that. But they have original jurisdiction over those cases. This is the state of Michigan versus an individual who lives here in Michigan, and that's you. And so living man, living trust, living Stewie, whatever you want to call yourself, guy, big E, little G, I don't know, whatever, all that good stuff, big M. None of that makes any sense, nor does it make any difference legally. The fact that I have little yellow tassels around the flag over here, that doesn't change anything either. This is the United States. Sure, keep on mumbling. This is the United States. This is Taylor. You live in Taylor. You committed a crime allegedly in Taylor. So the case is going to start here in Taylor. And so that's why I have jurisdiction over you for the reasons stated on the record and just the obvious the United States Constitution and Michigan Constitution. I have jurisdiction over this case. So that motion is denied. With regard to bond conditions, your motion to stay or set aside or dismiss the bond conditions is denied. The Michigan court rules, which are set forth by the Michigan Supreme Court, are the ones who specifically state that I can set bond conditions in order to do a couple of things. 1, to make sure that you appear at court. 2, to make sure that there's a difference between the parties or allegations of violence against the parties or between the parties, that I can keep the two parties separated in time. So you need to be not living in the same place as the victim in this matter. Now, at the bond hearing, I'm going to set a bond hearing for the alleged violations of that bond hearing, because one of the things I need to know is who owns the house, like legally owns the house. Because I'm a big proponent of property rights, and that was one of the biggest things that we moved over here and created a constitution, and why property rights, and you can't just take people's property and all that kind of good stuff. So somebody's going to be moving out in the meantime during the trial. I don't know if it's you or it's a victim. Whoever actually owns, like owns the house. I'm not going to order somebody to move out of their own house and let a victim or alleged victim stay in a house they don't even own. The victim will move. That's how that's going to work. So if you want to check with the victims and see who actually owns the house.
To my knowledge, I believe it is the mother's house, and they are brothers.
And the mother is still alive?
To my knowledge.
Okay.
Is she alive?
You talking about my sister, Lisa Martin? No, she always keeps saying she owns it. She owns nothing.
Who owns the home?
Well,
I'll just look up the Wayne County Register of Deeds. Council, just make sure you just do a search in the Wayne County Register of Deeds, find out who owns the home.
Well, under adverse, non-adverse possession law, because I've been living there a minimum of 15 years under that state statute.
No, you see, again, listen.
Pardon.
You just have no law, I literally teach it. So just telling you, you're wrong, because you can't have adverse possession with permission. If you have permissive use of the property, you'll never, ever going to get adverse possession.
Adverse or non-adverse, okay?
Okay, there is no non-adverse, trust me. I don't remember that one ever being on the bar exam. But you know what? Hey, whatever bar exam you want to take, you let me know. I'll study for that one too, and I'll take that one.
But
So-
to answer your question, let me finish saying, you always want to try to cut.
No, because I want to wait till everybody's under oath. I'm just saying, I'm staying at the hearing. I want to know legally who owns the property.
I was also mention, no, we can do that too. I'm just saying, but it's always,
Oh, we're not ready to
Parents'
do that now
house.
today.
Justin, it was always my parents, right? House, so to say, and I don't even think
He's
they
still
really owned it
talking.
because the mortgage wasn't paid off. So I don't think really No one totally owns
A
it.
mortgage is just a
Bank.
promise to pay money. It has nothing to do with actual ownership. Ownership and mortgage are two different things.
I think we're actually, all of us at the house are possessors of all. That's my understanding.
Hey, listen, here's the deal, man. You guys, you got this all wrong, man. Check it out. Listen, here's the way it works. I object, like when you're in court, you say, I object to you overruling my objection. See, don't you know that that's how it works? Whenever you say I object, that means that the judge is supposed to just dismiss the case. Didn't you guys study law? Like, that's the way it works. I object means you need to dismiss the case because I said it. And if I say, I demand that you let me go, then you let me go because I demanded it. It doesn't matter if I'm guilty or not. I made a demand. Yeah, that's how court works, man. And don't y'all know, but a brain douche canoe. Hey, how did that song go this morning? Who's that douche canoe? Who's that douche canoe? I'm a poo in your shoe, 'cause you're a douche canoe. Yeah. That's good stuff, right, Az?
I don't know what to tell you, Leland. Leland, what's up? Good to see you. Man, this guy, this Eric Martin guy, he's out of his mind, man. And and that's it. Like to even if like, because in a case like this, part of me wants to kind of feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he's been living in the same house forever. It's the house he grew up in. And because he got in a fight with his brother, I mean, we don't know the specific details of what he did or didn't do. But we know that he was ordered by the court to get away from his brother, to get out of there until the trial was over, until whatever was done. The bond conditions. So, like, I could see, like, in a way, like, I would feel sorry for somebody in that position because they live there. That's their home. And they have to leave. Like, I get that. But then when you go to court and you're like, oh, well, you have no jurisdiction because I'm a living man and I'm not this corporate fiction, all cap sentence. Look, did you get in a fight with your brother or not? Are you beating his ass and he's begging the court to get you to protect him from you or not? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not an all caps entity under the Constitution of my butthole sandwich eating crap. Like, $2 from Highway Star. I object to you crapping on my record. Zap, zap, zap.
Oh, that's right. That's the song I sing when I poop on your records, Highway Star. Yeah. Highway Star is a douche canoe, and now I'm gonna poo on his album records too. Woo! Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah. What?
Hello. Yes. Thank you so much, Highway Star. Hez needs Mr. Martin blood pressure pills, right? Oh my goodness gracious me. Yes. There's now Voodoo. He's something else. You know what? I just thought of this. How much time is left in this video? It should almost be over. Oh, it's only at about halfway. Does that sound better? Okay. Yeah. Why the static? Is that better now? Is that better now? Is the static gone? Is that better now? We can sing along. So yeah, all right, cool. The thing is, I have the settings on here, but sometimes, like if I turn, it has a lot to do with stuff that I don't understand. Because if I did, I would just fix it. Well, no, because I could do this. I moved the mic though just now. Is that better? How about that? How about date? Well, catch me outside. How about date? All right. Woo. Methodist Dave's in the house. What's up? Great to see ya. Anyway, let's get back to the video and see what else Eric Martin has for us today. Oh, yeah, move that mic. Yeah, move it, move it. I got to move it, move it. I got to move my microphone. See, I got it. This thing, all right, I'll show you guys. So, when I got this, crap hammer sandwich. Ding dong, a dang a dag nabbit. A ding dong, dang a dag nabbit. Hey, everybody knows that rabbit. Hey, that wascally wabbit. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Unclean Hands is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. No, see, this thing, no matter how much I tighten it, it's always loose. Like, I can't get it to, see? And then when I turn this, it doesn't do anything. I don't want to turn it because it'll just fall off. So I take my glasses case and I stick it in the space between, and that's what holds the microphone from falling down. And that's how I keep it propped up. So sometimes it'll move, and then I start getting all these mic problems, and that's how it all started this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stupid. Now, Unclean Hands had given me a much better microphone that's still in Florida. So thank you, Unclean Hands. And as soon as I get back there, believe me, I'm going to use the right one. What the? Damn it! Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. The space between. Hey, that's Dave Matthews Band, isn't it? Be right back, guys. All right. Oh yeah, whisper into the mic. Hey guys, how you doing? Direct D was nominated for a Grifty. Oh, great. Hey, Cova 42's in the house. What's up? If Voodoo was Mike Gimbal assistant tool. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something about gimbals, man. Mine was sewn in by Hez. What a nightmare that was. He sucks at sewing, man. What's this stain on my face? Is that blood? See, when I used to have needles in my head, Hez would always stab himself while stabbing me and bleed all over me. It always sucked. Yeah, but I like it when he bleeds. Hey, you brute showing torture on screen live. That's right, microphone. How dare you? Yeah, Hez, you better not. Oh, AMSR. Oh, I like it. All right, wait, put that on. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Barson loves me. He knows. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's now Voodoo ASMR. Yeah. Sure. I do. Yeah. Lama dama do. Hey, this is what it sounds like when I rub the microphone with my handcuffs. Isn't that nice and soothing and relaxing? Yes, the nice, soothing, relaxing sounds of me rubbing my handcuffs on the microphone. Ah, yes, so calm and so soothing. Yes. Oh, and now, Auditor Roundup, welcome to the show. The calm and soothing ASMR sounds of News Now Voodoo rubbing his hair against the microphone. Let's see how that sounds. Ah, yes, the wonderful world of ASMR. What? Oh, crap! ASMR sucks, man! Why are you doing this to me, Hez? I don't like it! right, Parson, I love you, man, but come on. You're the only one who's nice to me. For making me do this boring ass ASMR crap. I hate it. I'm a pimp, man. I should be out there pimping, not simping like y'all. Yeah.
All right. That's enough of that anyway. Well, this is torture. Yeah, I'm glad it's over too. Let's get back to Eric Martin. Now, see, that's how bad News Now Voodoo is. That the Eric Martin trial is better than his ASMR.
Things laws were actually possessors. Because the bank really owns, because the mortgage was never paid off, from my understanding. But it was always, so to say, our parents' house. Like I said, I don't think they really owned it.
Sure, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and sue a sponte, look it up in the Wayne County Register of Deeds myself, because it's a matter of public knowledge. And then I'll take judicial notice of the fact who's the owner.
He is destroying him today. And I thought Eric Martin had 28 years of law because it's not coming out today.
Like I said,
That's all I gotta do.
Adverse and adverse possession, MCL statute.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a hearing date. And that hearing date is gonna be on the same date as the jury trial. So in the meantime,
I have a right to be there though, because I've been there minimum
didn't say
15
you,
years.
I mean, you don't have a right to be there, so you don't own the
Sure.
property. You don't own the property.
Under that statute, I
You
am.
don't own the property. So you need to vacate the premises, because that's where the victim lives. I told you no contact with the victim.
And that's an unlawful void order because of violation.
But it's not. I
Because
just
without
said-
any evidence, you can't just say, I can't
Okay,
be at a
so
house.
listen, sir, I'm gonna tell you one more time. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. If you keep arguing with me in court here, I'm gonna hold you in contempt because you're just holding up everybody else who's ready to go and proceed with their cases. And you just keep bringing up the same thing that isn't anything at all to bring up. I've already agreed my ruling on your motion. I've denied your motion. I told you that you can't live in the same house with the victim on a domestic violence case. When I told you you have no contact with the victim. And if you don't own the house, now if you own the house, like actually own the house, like show me the deed that shows that you are the Wayne County Register of Deeds, that you're the owner, I'll make the victim move. Why? Because I'm not gonna kick somebody out of their own house. I'm like, somebody will move, but it ain't gonna be you then. But you don't own the house. Okay, so, you're gonna need to vacate the premises. You're gonna need to vacate the premises.
Okay, and I objected, like I said, it's not just a deed whether someone owns it. Under the statute in Michigan, it mentions.
First off, what statute? Cite the statute.
Okay, I don't have it right in here because I was going to raise, but I'll give you the statute. You already know me, I cite MCLs all I know from, so I'm gonna give the MCL statute, but it deals with what's called not adverse or adverse possession, okay? So you live, one of the basic elements, you lived at a house for 15 years, right? Remember, this is my parents' house, right? I've been there 30-something years. When you lived in a house that long, you are considered part owner, at least, if, you know, so, and therefore a right to be living at that house.
No.
So it ain't just whether you have a deed or not, that's, and regardless of the ownership.
No,
issue, yes.
No.
Okay,
You have a
MCL statute, I'm gonna cite
after
you.
30 days, if you stay in a premises with permission, after 30 days, you become a de facto month-to-month leaser. And you become a leasee at that point, and you have a lease with the property. That's it, at best. And that means you can stay there and they can evict you, or I can give you a bond order that says you need to vacate the premises.
Yes, if
That's a court order.
owns it, maybe, yeah, but.
You don't own it. You don't get a possessory interest, but you don't get an ownership interest. There's an
No,
absolute
like I said,
difference.
no one owns it.
There's an absolute difference. Listen, you're not gonna argue with me. Keep arguing with me and I'm gonna hold you in contempt. Because I'm telling you, you don't own the property. You have a possessory interest at best, because you've been there for 30 days, sure. And they can either evict you, or a bond condition can move you out. Either one. Or actually an injunction from the circuit court for if there was a case, they have the power to move you out of there as well. There's 3 different scenarios where you could be moved out of there. One of them is bond condition. Bond condition says no contact with the victim. You don't own the house, get out. In the meantime, get out until the case is done. So if I find or know that you are there, I'm just telling you, I will hold you in contempt of court. I will remind you that contempt of court is a misdemeanor punishable by 90 days in jail and up to $1,000 in fines. And I'm just going to let you make sure that you are aware of that. Again, ask you, would you like any court-appointed attorney to help you in this case?
No.
Okay.
When I have
Just
more to
double
say
check.
now, and
Just
this was,
double
like you
check.
said, part of my constitutional rights.
Just double checking.
The order, first of all, the bond order violates my due process because you can't tell me to be out of the house, my house I've been living in all my life.
It is because it's not your house. You keep saying your house and it's not your house. It's the place that you were allowed to stay by your mom and daddy. But now they're no longer, this is not that situation anymore. It's not that situation anymore. So you don't own the house. You're all grown up now and you don't own the house. And the person and I'm telling you, you need to vacate the premises because the victim lives there. So you're gonna vacate that premises.
He is trying to argue with a walking law book. Judge Slavin knows the law. I mean, in and out. He's winning a losing battle. And he keeps going back at Judge Slavin like, I'm not going to keep arguing with you, but they've been arguing. It's going to come to a head at some point.
So your motion to set aside the bond conditions is denied because I clearly, you can't understand simple concepts that I'm trying to tell you. So I really don't want you to have in a position where you're in the same building with the victim. Because since these allegations are ones of violent nature, I don't want that to happen allegedly to the victim again. So your motion for jurisdiction is denied. Your motion to dismiss or set aside the bond conditions is denied. Let's see what else you got. Motion, copy. You already got a copy of the complaint, so I granted that. There's your copy of the complaint, and plus check your email. Counsel did say she sent you all the paper discovery. We're going to get you a copy of the rest of the discovery as well. And then you had a motion which was basically the same motion as the other two, but just put all together into one. It says motion to dismiss because of lack of you're challenging the standing and challenging the standing of the people to bring the case.
The corporation of the state of Michigan is the plaintiff here.
Oh, the corporation. Well, under the Michigan Corporations Act, I'm going to allow the standing. Everything's good. And for the reasons already stated for jurisdiction, it pertains to the standing as well. And the people actually have a duty to bring cases when they think that there's probable cause that crimes have been committed. And it is their obligation to bring those to the courts that have jurisdiction, hence this court. And they did that. Motion to state unlawful bond conditions, that's denied for the reasons stated in the other motion that was asked to get rid of the bond conditions. And then the third part of that other motion was get a copy of the complaint, which you already got. So denied, and partially granted, and you already have a copy. So all of your motions are been answered.
No, I still have more, but before I get to the other ones, I have.
Well, we're done for today, so you're going to be getting the date and time for the jury trial. The
Right,
motions that you filed to dismiss the case and to set aside the bond conditions have been denied. I'm going to get this jury date set, and then I'll hear any other dispositive motions on that date. I'll hear the bond violation hearing on that date, and then if there's going to be a trial, then we'll go ahead and hold the trial on that date.
So refusing to hear other demands, I had to dismiss.
Sure, I have three motions that you have in front of me. I've made my ruling on 3 motions.
So I'm saying I have more to make right now verbally. I have more based on she has no standing as the prosecutor. That's one of them I have to make. So
Okay,
motion.
You know what? You just made the motion. I'll rule on the
No,
motion.
but I ain't finished.
Motion,
No,
first
it's
off,
not a motion. It's a demand
Just
because it's based on my constitution.
demand motion, call tomato. It really doesn't matter. A motion is you're asking the court to do something. We're demanding the court to do something. Ms. Soap, do you work for the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office?
I do.
Does Wayne County Prosecutor's Office have jurisdiction under the Michigan Constitution and under statutes to prosecute cases that happen and any alleged crimes that happen in the county of Wayne?
They do.
And you work for, who is your boss?
Worthy.
Kim Worthy. And Kim Worthy is the elected Wayne County prosecutor for the county of Wayne.
Yes, Judge.
All right, motion denied.
You
She
need
has-
my argument though. You
she
can't
has standing.
go by what-
She has standing. She's doing her job.
I have not made my argument. Based on my motion.
Sure, make your argument.
It's okay. My
Make your
argument is she has no standing because she does not have a power of attorney with the so-called corporation, state of Michigan or city of Taylor. Since she has no power of attorney that she can show to the court evidence, she has no standing. Because she can't possibly have a power of attorney because a corporation is a non-living human. So she can't possibly have a power of attorney with the city of Taylor or the state of Michigan, which is the plaintiff here, the real plaintiff. Therefore, she has no standing.
All right, after hearing your argument, I'm again denying your motion.
Based on what?
Based on what? Based on everything you said is all legal mumbo jumbo. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like literally, if you want to know the action, it has no basis in constitutional law. It has no basis in statutory law. The fact that you're saying that a prosecutor can't do her job, she's literally hired by Kim Worthy, who is the elected Wayne County prosecutor, who under the Constitution and Michigan statutes, criminal statutes, Revised Judicature Act, and the Michigan Constitution, all coming together to give this court jurisdiction to make rulings on any crimes that happen in this jurisdiction, which they have alleged that you have done. And you've got a copy of that complaint. And now they are sending their employee, okay? If you want to talk about agency, you want to talk about power of attorney, I don't need to. When I hire somebody as my employee, I send my employee and they have what's called a parent and actual authority. Could be both, could be either, doesn't matter. That means that they send that person who has such a parent authority to go and act on, wait a minute, on their behalf. And Kim Worthy isn't here right now. That's why she is an assistant prosecuting attorney. And she is here at the whim of and under the control of Kim Worthy, who is the prosecutor. Now that's a legal argument that's actually based in law. Okay? Yours was not based in any law that this court would ever recognize. Now,
You can represent humans, maybe, not corporations.
I didn't know. I know you're a living man, you said. I didn't know if you were a living man, and I didn't know if man was human. I didn't know which. I didn't want to be presumptuous. I didn't say human or anything like that. But I just know that you were a living man, you said. But the court does recognize that because, again, dead people can't sit in my chairs and talk. So your motion is denied. All right. And you're going to get the court date for the jury trial in the mail, and that'll be for all the rest of the matters as well.
And that's pretty much the end of it right there. And it ends so great. The ultimate mic drop moment. Listen, I know you're the living man, but that's okay because the dead guy couldn't sit in that chair and tell me that anyway. So let's go. I love it. So that's it. He put the gavel down on that one. That's it. Like, I love the way this judge like handled everything he said and explained it all. So, like, if your arguments are right, then no prosecutor could ever prosecute any crime anywhere ever. And again, that's why I always say that the sovereign citizen philosophy specifically, I mean, obviously the frauditors are getting there. Like Schrodinger always said, they're just sovereign citizens light. Well, the sovereign citizen argument itself is dangerous. Because as soon as you get it in your head that this is all the government is all fiction and no courts have any jurisdiction over anything that anyone does ever, then you can start running over people with your car and stealing tools and just taking money and just stealing and robbing and killing and doing whatever the heck you want because no prosecutor has the right to prosecute you for anything. No court has the jurisdiction to prosecute you for anything. So you could do whatever you want because there's no legal basis for anyone to do anything to stop you. And again, how many times? And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show this. It's because it's always their excuse will be, well, because I'm not causing loss, injury, or harm, because it wasn't a violent crime, because there was no victim. All right, then how come every time there is a victim, they still use the same arguments in court? That mentality in and of itself is dangerous because it covers everything. If you're right, if your argument is right that there is no jurisdiction, then it doesn't matter if it's just a traffic ticket or if it's capital murder. There's no jurisdiction, so it doesn't matter what the crime is. Once you start believing that and spreading that idea, that's when it becomes this, and you get idiots like this guy. Anyway, these guys are nut hammer sandwiches. They're psychos. They're lunatics. They're crazy. Sovereign citizens are stupid and dumb. Stupid and dumb. Stupid and dumb. Chuck is here. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you. Oh man, oh, this is not good. I got to go to work in like half an hour. I'm ready to go to bed. It's the weather out here. It's like 50 degrees and rainy still. It was raining all day yesterday. We were standing outside in the rain all day at my job. Oh, that was not fun. Let's see. What was I gonna? There was something else I wanted to show, but what was it, guys? Was it the shenanigans video? Ah, it's still in the 80s in Florida. Oh man, wow! It was warm and sunny back here in the corner of confusion. Yeah, man, it's not like super cold yet. I mean, being that it's November, I guess I'm lucky that it's in the 50s and not in the 30s. But I've been sick, so working outside in the rain isn't helping me feel any better. Um, uh, Frosty grass. Yeah, when you wake up and the grass is white with frost. Yeah, that happens. The dew freezes in the morning. Um, you guys need rain? You could have some of mine. Go that way. Go that way. Yes, shenanigans. All right, let's see. Shenanigans. Do, 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 do. And it was the one about Craig Hendry, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. This video's great. I was watching this earlier. Yep. Perfect. Thank you. All right, guys. This is great stuff. All right. This is awesome.
De-escalate.
Why are you pushing me?
What are you doing? You're assaulting me right now.
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. First Amendment Shenanigans here. Today I'm checking in with Craig Hendry and one of his little minions. I don't know his name. He's not important, so I don't care. Craig is outside of a court building harassing a security guard for smoking too close to the doors. Now, that is hilarious in itself. However, that's just the appetizer. The main course is a public defender coming down, trolling Craig and his pal. It is a must-see. Watch to the end because there is a great dessert course for you at the end when we find out who this public defender is. So let's take a look.
Hey, man. You got your ID on you? No,
I don't want to talk to you.
I don't really. Hey, buddy, here's the deal. You don't get an option. You were just smoking 8 feet in front of that door.
Now, why are you allowed to break the rules?
Hey, listen here, you clown. You put that cigarette out right now, or else you're going to get charges. You're breaking state law right there. You go ahead and put that cigarette out.
Breaking state law.
Put that cigarette out. When you. Oh yeah. What's going to happen if I don't?
Nothing.
I know, nothing. So stop acting tough.
You guys are full.
You're full of shit, buddy. You're dressed in that little clown costume, smoking 8 feet in front of a door. Let's see. Smoking within 30 feet of this entrance is prohibited by law, so you just broke the law willingly. You understand that today, you fucking clown? Why don't you get in your car?
He already got in his car, moron. What else do you got? And though I agree, I don't like people smoking close to doors, okay? Is it really necessary that you chase them down the street screaming at them for their name, Craig? Is that what you need to do?
We're not letting him off the hook for this. We're definitely not letting him off the hook for this at all. You got that license plate? Yep. Let's go way back under the sheltered area for his clown ass to get out here. He's just breaking the law. We're going to make sure to hold him accountable.
You really have nothing better to do you? No, I do not.
Again, everybody, just so you see, nobody is bluffing here. Prohibited by law. So yeah, again, we don't like to do this stuff, man. It's just the law is the law, right? We just got
for everybody.
Yeah, we just got to hold them accountable. So,
You know what? I was wrong about you, Craig. You finally did it. You got to the bottom of some government corruption, and my hat is off to you. Now, obviously, he's going to go inside, cry, complain about this guy breaking the rules and the law and whatever. All the security guards there are just kind of disregarding him. So he goes back outside to harass the gentleman further, and then the real hero of the story arrives. So let's take a look.
That itself is pretty great, isn't it?
what's up, brother?
People,
Really? Hey, I like that setup, dude.
isn't it cool?
That is pretty cool. Do you do audits as well?
No, I work here, but I
work here.
I watch the audit stuff.
Yeah, great. That's great. Awesome.
I just you guys
you
never
work
get you never get the press you need. Nobody ever gets to see your faces.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, a lot of people do. They see it.
You know, to be honest, frauditors usually resemble Cletus here, or they kind of resemble Dungeness trolls. So the world is actually better off not seeing them on their own stupid videos.
I look pretty good on camera.
I don't know about Indiana, but I don't believe you're allowed to take pictures of people unless you're under arrest if you're a state worker.
Yeah, you
No, in
Is that
Indiana,
right? Yeah.
you can. It's just that we can now access all that footage.
Shut up.
You are on the clock right now, right?
No, I actually clocked out for a few minutes.
Did you?
That's okay. I'm in the one call.
Hey, buddy.
Don't run.
Hey, man.
Hey, don't run.
Hey, look here.
Okay.
Look, here's the deal, man. You broke the law. I'm just trying to hold you accountable. So get your butt over here.
How about no, Scott? Okay.
Stop trying to flee, sir.
Where do you think you're escaping to?
Man, you better not be smoking that within 30 feet of an entrance again, because it says it right on the door. That's breaking the law. Do you think you're a sovereign citizen or something? Sorry.
No, see, you guys
So-
are gonna-
So smoking
Why
outside
don't we
the
go?
building
Why don't we go under the thing again, and we can have a little interview? Let's go under the
No,
thing.
I don't want to do an interview. I just want to take pictures of you guys.
That's fine. I want to know what you're trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that he was smoking next to the building.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Okay?
I don't answer questions.
Oh no, this public defender seems to have done his research, and he knows all your lines, Craig. What are you going to do?
You do have to give me your name if I'm going to request
No,
your
you
footage.
don't. No, you don't.
We'll
That's
get it.
hilarious.
No, we'll get
I
your.
actually know the law way better than you.
Do you think so?
Yes, I
Do you know who
That's
pays
fine.
for you?
I apparently get a check from the county every once in a while.
And who do you
Yes,
think
welfare
pays the
with a
county?
job. You get bossed around and you
Right?
get
What's wrong
welfare.
with your teeth? What happened to that?
Buddy, you're speaking. What's wrong with your teeth?
My teeth, they suck, don't they?
They do. They look gross.
But it's fun. I just want to like put you guys back on.
Oh, hey,
that's
there's camera.
awesome. That's cool. This is fun that we're doing this.
I'm
Is
just
it?
saying, man, I'm not upset about it. I'm just going to get that footage from you. So if you delete that, it's going to be deleting evidence.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
How are you going to get it from me?
Because you're on the clock. What's your name tag say?
It says it's in my shirt.
This guy is having so much fun trolling Craig and his dumb pal. We're just along for the ride. This is so enjoyable.
Yeah, so you're on the clock.
Let me see your ID. Pull out your driver's license.
You want my ID?
Yeah, let's see it. I'll film it and I'll put it online.
Yeah, that's great.
Wait a minute. No, this is fun. This is good. And
I'm not hiding nothing.
that's not an ID.
No, it's not an ID.
That's a piece of shit.
You want to see it? There you go.
Slow down
You
now.
see it.
Wait a minute. I didn't
I'm
get
not
to
an
see it.
auditor, guy.
Yeah, you did.
I'm an investigative
You
journalist.
flashed it. You flashed
might
it.
go
Hey,
down
you
for
wanted
the
to see
ride.
it, right?
You hear me?
What?
You won't disrespect me too much. I might be down for the ride.
Go for it.
Yeah.
This is great.
You think it's great.
Yeah,
Why
it
is
is.
it that you people get to break the rules and do whatever you want?
What do you mean by me people?
All right, let's
Isn't
just.
that what you were just doing?
Hey, Gem City.
I heard what you said.
Gem City.
I said you guys are a couple.
Let's just go over here. If he wants to record us, he can. Let's just. I'm getting wet out here, so let's go under the thing. So, do you? Can I use it?
You understand what the Constitution
Can I
is?
use it?
Yeah. You said you know more about the law than I do.
Oh.
What's your name?
I just tried to give you my card. No, you. Yes, I did.
You
sir.
flashed some goofy piece of plastic that you made.
No. This is a business card with
All right,
my business
Let's
on
see
it.
your ID.
My ID. Why would I show you my ID?
Why would I show you mine?
I
Because
didn't
you're a
ask
government
you for
worker.
your
You are
goddamn
paid
ID.
by us.
I didn't ask you.
You
for
are
your ID.
you are on the clock with
Where do
our.
you live?
Why do you want to know where I live?
Because you're saying you're a county taxpayer.
Do you know that counties get grants from the federal government? So people in Florida give you guys money. You guys are so uneducated. It's insane.
That's the same tired shit you guys always say.
What do you mean, you guys?
Bottom line.
You don't know if I even work here.
You told us you work here.
I said I work here, but I don't say I work for them.
I am loving this. This guy is having so much fun with this. This is like the time Glenn Serio had his tail, and that kid, I think he was like a 16-year-old, was following Glenn around everywhere he went. That's what this reminds me of. This is what more government employees need to do. They clock out, go on your own time, and do this to these morons.
Okay.
Staring us down.
I think you do work here. What's your name tag say?
What's your name tag say here?
I don't have a name tag. I don't work for the public.
Sucks.
You are a public employee right under here a long time ago.
I know. This is awesome, isn't it?
Well, now we're free from the rain at least.
That's cool.
So, are you employed here?
I work somewhere. Do you work?
I work.
Where do you work?
I work for the public.
The children are right to laugh at you.
You know, Craig, as a representative of the public that you claim to represent, I would just like to say this to you.
You're fired.
No, I mean like a job. If I was just like mail you something, where would I mail it?
You can email it to CH and Tie Audits.
No, that's bullshit. That's
my job.
No,
I make
that's
more
not-
money than you do,
that-
buddy.
I bet you do.
I do.
You make a ton of money going around annoying people and doing your thing.
You
And
don't seem too annoyed. You seem
No,
pretty smiling.
this is fun.
I'm glad. I'm not getting annoyed myself. I don't know why you think I go around annoying people. Look, if you guys aren't doing anything wrong, it shouldn't matter in the first place, right?
What do you mean by you guys? You're clumping me into a group.
No,
a
you
subset.
public workers. If you're
I'm
not doing anything
How do you
wrong,
know I'm a public worker?
because you told me
Get
so.
in.
I'll be okay.
My dude will do exactly as he pleases. I hope you understand that.
No, absolutely.
Show a little bit of some respect.
You too.
I do. I've been completely respectful.
No, hold
I just
on,
don't
man.
work
Who
for
do you think runs all this?
I don't know. I just work.
The Supreme
I
Court.
work around here.
You work here.
The Supreme
Not
Court.
here.
The Supreme Court said.
Well, I like to watch your stuff.
I'm glad. Yeah, it's pretty educational, isn't it?
It's sometimes.
I just think that you miss the part where public workers don't get any privacy at all, even on their personal cameras, while they're on the clock. Did you miss that part?
Well, I think that somebody, if they takes the picture, it's like you take a picture on that. I don't think the police should be able to grab it. I think you're
Right. No, but that's right, because this is I'm
That
in my
would be the
private
Fourth Amendment.
I'm
Of
in
course
my
they can't
private
grab it.
capacity.
right.
You are in your public capacity.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm out here on my own time.
So are you at work today? Are you working today, or did you clock out for the rest of the day?
I'm not really.
You got your name tag on. You are in your public capacity.
How do you know that's a name tag?
Because I saw a few words in it, and it looked like the start of a name.
I don't know, Craig. You might have to go back to YouTube law school. That evidence sounds a little specious to me.
Screaming over here?
Oh no.
No, he's mad.
No.
He's mad.
No, I would be mad too. Your breath stinks, and you're getting close to him. So it's like,
I'm not
man,
mad. It's very concerning that you think this is funny.
Right. I think that I appreciate, and I watched the First Amendment
Look
Audit
at what
videos.
you people have done to our country.
Why do you keep saying you people? You're like grouping me in like I'm some like subset.
Okay.
Why do you think that? What do you know about me?
By the statements that you made.
What statements have I made?
Cameras to people's faces, and I think it's funny. I get mad. Look at all the things
Camera?
that you're saying.
And you guys, I'm sure you're both good guys, and you're probably fun to hang around with. But why is it that you're letting me amp you up to where you raised your voice?
I'm not getting. I'm
No, you're
No,
big.
he's
You're
doing
big
much
fool.
better than I am, mostly
I
because
know,
it's my
dude.
first time. And I take it real serious. I take the Constitution serious.
So do I.
take what's happening to my country because of people like you at the helm serious.
Again,
Oh,
where do
yeah.
we get people like me?
Here's how bad it had to
I
get.
just think it's because he thinks
Here's
you're a
how bad
public
it had to
worker and
get.
you won't identify. So
Well, you won't identify yourself.
I'll be honest. If you can tell me if you work here, we'll put the cameras off and I'll show you who I am.
No, that's all right. Because
Okay.
you guys don't allow that courtesy to other people.
I love how these fools all claim to love the Constitution and want to help society, yet they do nothing but hurt society. They're not forwarding the idea of more freedoms. They're restricting freedoms because more government buildings and more places are going to restrict the First Amendment, which is the exact opposite of their intent. They're grifters. They're liars. All they're doing is sticking cameras in their faces, in other people's faces, in order to make YouTube dollars. We know exactly who they are. They're charlatans, and they shouldn't be praised by the public. They should be condemned. And I'm glad this gentleman is finally doing to them what they do to all of us. So my hat is off to you, sir.
What you do
But you're a public employee. You work for the public, so all your information is
No, it's not.
public.
I have a private life.
You don't have an expectation of privacy while you are in your public
No,
capacity.
if you want to put your cameras down and follow me into the courtroom, I don't think anybody could stop you. You could watch me go do my thing.
Right, but what is
Whatever
your
my job
position
is.
here? What is your position
I
here?
have no reason to tell you.
You do. You're in your public capacity. You're a public worker. If I went to Taco Bell and asked them what their position there, they could say, we are
probably
a
tell you
private
to fuck
organization.
off.
And they'd have that right because they're a private organization, but you are a public worker. Do you get that?
Do you get that?
I'm asking the questions here.
You're asking the question.
I'm asking the questions here. I'm an
Then I
investigator.
will feel free to not answer.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you follow me? We'll go talk to your boss. Whoever is Lisa your boss?
I don't have a boss.
No, he does. He's
don't
got.
care.
He's not a judge, man.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
Judge.
he's not a judge. A judge would be much smarter than this.
See, that's fun stuff, guys.
Okay.
I appreciate that you took the time to let me film you. I'll throw mine up on YouTube like you do, and you can put mine up too.
I'm gonna put yours up.
I
No,
just learned
he works here. He works here.
So a troll can't work here?
No, he's a public official. He thinks he's trolling, but we're gonna get that footage through a Freedom of Information Act request.
I just don't know.
I don't think you know what you're doing because you think we can't get that footage.
Go for it.
We're going to, and I don't want to see you delete it because I don't want to see you rot in a jail cell, man.
So you saw a mysterious cut there. I don't know what Craig said to this gentleman, but it must have been bad because he wanted to purposely cut it out of this video. But it doesn't matter. This guy is having so much fun trolling them, and they can't stand it. They want to get that footage so much that they're threatening this guy with jail time if he deletes his video. Craig, you're never going to get that footage, buddy. It's never going to happen.
Where does he work in this building?
They don't know me.
He works in this building.
No, they don't know shit. They're just a couple guys that are standing there.
Okay.
Okay. It's fantastic.
We'll see if he works here.
wander in here. Cool. Excellent. All right, you guys have a great day, and good luck getting through all the security stuff.
Okay, but you don't have to because you
We don't know why, do we?
work here. Because he works here.
Coming in?
Where does he work here? I need to make a complaint on him.
I have no clue. Are you coming in?
I'm coming in. I have to find out where he works.
So, of course, Karen Craig is going to come inside to track down the troll that was accosting him on the sidewalk.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
You could tell me that, just a second.
Sorry, I thought it was
Yes,
obvious.
I have two gentlemen here recording. So would you like to come up? Hello?
Hello.
You have a question?
Yeah, there was so public attorneys are employed by the public, right? They're like,
They're paid by the public. Yes.
okay, yeah. So I was actually wanting to know, I had a question. Can you identify this public attorney right here? This public defender?
It looks like Mr. Baggerly.
Mr. Baggerly. How do you spell that? Do you know?
Ggerly.
Okay, awesome. And do you know where the prosecuting attorney's office, I think, is here? If I'm looking at the front of the building,
Office is here.
sorry, the public defender's office is, when you're looking at the entrance, it's to the left, down on the corner, right?
It's on the corner of, it's on Morton,
Okay.
the corner of, I guess that's 7th and Morton.
All right.
There's like a park, and then they are on Morton just past the.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. That's all that I needed to know.
Sure.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
So Dullard Craig gets his answer, and him and his minion make their way down to the public defender's office. However, they're a little shocked at what they find on the door.
All right, guys. So we're here. We are record removal. Holy shit! They actually have my record, my information right here.
I have to get that. I have to get this.
This is insane. Like, they think it's crazy that, like, they think anybody on the internet is gonna be like, oh my god, he dealed in marijuana at one point. Like, okay, and look at my fucking handsome mugshot. More information, 26 views. This is great. They think this is gonna deter us.
Why did they do this?
And the video actually just ends right there. This is the best trolling I've ever seen by someone making fun of these guys. Not only did he troll them on the sidewalk, he knew that these idiots would go inside, get his business address, and make their way down to him. So he decides to put Craig's police record on the door before they got there. This is amazing. This guy is my hero. I want to commit a crime in his city just so he could defend me. This is amazing. I love it. Craig, you're an idiot. Get a life. We're going to continue to do this, though. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you think Craig just got destroyed, please let me know in the comments. This is amazing. And put a good Yelp review up for that public defender. He is awesome. I will see you guys on the next one.
I don't have time for these shenanigans.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for shenanigans. Round of applause for that public defender. That was so awesome. That's the second time I've watched that now, and I think I'm going to watch it again. That was so great. And, like, I don't know how I missed it, because a lot of people in the chat were saying that that's an old Craig video that he just reposted, but I must have missed it the first time around, because that's the first time I've seen that. And it was so awesome. Especially, again, like, the way it ends. Like, he knows this guy's going to find out who he is. He's not afraid. He posts his criminal record on the front door so that when he finds out who he is and comes looking for him, he's going to see that. Yeah. Oh, man, that was great. Oh, that public defender was beautiful. Probably one of the best videos I've ever seen. Yes, it was awesome. I'm telling you, that was so great. And, like, I love the fact that, like, he always seems to double down on, like, before, because, like, now, like a lot of people have said, I think right now, like, literally at this moment, I think he's still in jail. But regardless, the point is, he always seemed to double down on this idea that, like, since marijuana is legal in a lot of places now, the fact that his criminal record has to do with marijuana charges, that nobody's going to care. But what he doesn't seem to understand is that it's not the point of whether or not it was this big, huge, serious crime. It's that people get busted, get butthurt that they got caught, and dedicate their lives to going after cops and the government afterwards. Like, instead of just dealing with the consequences of their actions like an adult, they're going to scream and cry and whine for the rest of their lives and by becoming auditors. $2 from David Parsons, Taze Voodoo, in honor of that public defender.
That public defender was no good, man. He wasn't doing his job. He was on the clock filming those guys. You're not supposed to do that. Only, how many times do I have to tell you guys? The only people that are allowed to film are frauditors, not even the general public. It doesn't matter if you're a public employee, even if you're just a person. If you're filming, you're a Karen, you're a Darren, you're an anti-American snowflake. You're a scumbag who hates the First Amendment and freedom. Only frauditors are allowed to film. Yeah. Ow! Ah, crap!
Ding dong, ding dang, nabbit. Hey. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie, how dare you do my job? I hold the ultra title of how dare he do my job? I hold the ultra title of trolling frauditors. When did Voodoo grow a stash? Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Leland. Like, I don't know what happened. What that stain is on his face. Wait a minute. What? How come when I said I wasn't sure where that stain came from on his face, you said, and you're smiling and you did this? What is it? Tomato sauce. I thought it was blood. It was Minnie has did it. Oh no. Hey, Naaman's wife, what's up? It's time for the cupcake dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. Why did I think it was blood? Because it's kind of the same color as dried blood. Tomato sauce is red, blood is red. Oh, there she is. Olay, and Minnie has is guilty. What? Well, I used to, when I would stab him, sometimes I'd stab him all the way through and I'd stab myself a couple times. So he's got some blood stains on him. I didn't remember him having one right there. And now you're like, oh no, it was spaghetti sauce. So now I'll try and clean it, but we'll see. If Salacious saw this, she'd probably choke me out. Anyway, Voodoo was eating spaghetti tacos again. That's the problem. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, you're the best fans in the world. I got to take him to school. I got to go to work. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Thank you, guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love you. Thank you, Maggie, for being here. We love you. All of our thoughts and prayers are with you and all you guys. Anyone who's going through any sort of pain or suffering or anything right now, we love you guys. Thank you once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Hope Day. And until then, just remember, yeah. I'm all shook up.